Hello everyone. This is the concluding part of the chapter The 100 Dresses from the book The First Flight, The 100 Dresses 2. Now, before explanation, let's have a short summary of the chapter. In the second part of the story, Wenda leaves the school without any information. She does not even attend the school when she was being announced a winner of the drawing contest. Her father writes a letter to Miss Mason about the reason. The students feel ashamed for their behavior, especially Peggy and Maddie. They both realize their mistake and write a letter to Wenda in a friendly manner. Wenda replies and requests Miss Mason to give her 2 drawings to Peggy and Maddie. Now let's begin our explanation. When everybody was praising Wenda's art and drawings of 100 dresses drawn by her, a notice from the principal came. Everybody was asked to assemble. Miss Mason announced that she had a letter from Wenda's father and she would read it loudly before the class. Miss Mason read the letter in which Mr. Petronsky, Wenda's father, told about Wenda's absence and informed that she was leaving the school because she was fed up of all the fun which the children were used to make of her. He informed that his family was going to settle in a big city where people are not going to laugh or tease her for their name, which everyone considered funny. When Miss Mason finished the letter, she understood the matter and asked everyone not to hurt anyone's feelings due to his or her name. She asked them to think about this matter. As Mr. Petronsky hadn't blamed anyone, the students of the class felt ashamed. When Miss Mason left the class, everybody was silent and feeling ashamed of the behavior towards Wenda. Though Wenda's father hadn't blamed them, but Peggy and Maddie were guilty of their behavior. Maddie was very upset, though she never teased Wenda directly. She remained silent and never stopped Peggy. Peggy, who teased Wenda every time, also felt ashamed, and both of them decided to go to her home to seek forgiveness. After the school was over, both Peggy and Maddie went to Wenda's house at Boggins Heights. Peggy still believed that she hadn't done any harm, but Wenda had taken it otherwise. Wenda's house had a worn-down look, but was neat and clean, just like her faded blue dress. But the family had already left. Maddie was very upset and felt that she would never be able to express her gratitude to Wenda. Peggy tried to defend herself, although she felt sorry for her behavior. She said if she hadn't teased Wenda about her 100 dresses, she would not have got such an idea to draw the dresses and won the contest. But Mary decided that she would never be silent and oppose others against teasing anyone if she had to lose her friend even. They wrote a letter telling Wenda about the result of drawing competition. They meant to ask forgiveness for their rude and mean behavior by doing so. Maddie and Peggy waited long for Wenda's reply to their friendly letter. After a few months, they got the reply addressed to Miss Mason. She asked Miss Mason to give the drawing of the green dress to Peggy and the blue one to Maddie. She told her that she had joined a new school but missed her old school and her teacher. Maddie ran through thoughts about the events and pinned the dress on her wall. She could see her face in that dress. She ran over to Peggy's home and they both looked at the green dress with red trimming. Trimming means decorating, making small and neat, so that they could see Peggy's face in it. Maddie started to cry, remembering all the insulting statements she passed for Wenda. Peggy consoled her. Here we have come to the end of the chapter. I hope that you all have understood it. This chapter is very, very beautiful. Very beautifully it has portrayed the character of Wenda, which gives us a view of her nature as a simple, loving, caring and friendly human being. We all should try to have such qualities in our character so that everyone could praise us and we can live peacefully. Thank you.